Well, 150 years ago, the first pioneers who came up the Fraser Canyon came in search of gold. Today we're going to meet some new pioneers at Fort Berens Winery, the first commercial winery located in the Lillooet region. Well, it's never easy to pick the final site for a winery. You looked at a lot of places in Canada, but you came here. Can you tell us a little bit about the decision for that?
We came to Lillooet because it has a great growing conditions.
Mm-hmm.
The soil is awesome. The coastal mountain range keeps all the moisture on the Whistler side, on the west side. So we have a very sunny and dry conditions here.
You called the place Fort Berens. Was a nod to the history of the region?
Absolutely. Exactly 150 years before we started our venture, the Hudson Company built a trading fort on our site, and that was called Fort Berens.
Any history of grapes growing here 150 years ago?
Throughout the time of recent history, there have been grapes grown here, but never on this scale and never for real commercial purposes.
New region, new place, new plantings, and then out of all that, you chose the toughest variety to grow Pinot Noir. How's it turning out for you?
The Pinot Noir is doing very, very well. We have 5 clones that we planted, and a few French clones and 2 US clones. And we're looking for a Pinot Noir that has a huge fruit intensity, has a lot of complexity, a lot of depth, definitely something for on the dinner table. Everything here, what we do at the winery is about the place, about the terroir, about Lillooet. And so we're really trying to figure out what Lillooet tastes like. And that's true for the Pinot Noir in particular, because Pinot Noir is a grape that really tends to pick up the sand, the soil, the climate, the aspect, and everything that's so unique here.
Well, when you think about Riesling, you think about a cool site, I think about maybe mountains and a little bit about Germany. How does it fit here in Lillooet?
Well, our Riesling has thrived really well so far in this area. We chose it because it's a very hardy variety to begin with. But also because we love a good Riesling. Our site has relatively cool nights, so we're able to retain the crisp acidity that is characteristic for a good Riesling.
Well, Rolf, I know you're happy with the output so far at Fort Berens, but now with this new facility, you've got to be really excited about the upcoming year.
Absolutely. We've waited a very long time. We've planted 20 acres in 2009, waited 5 years for us to take this very big step. And it's a big investment. We're really excited about the design. It allows us to gravity feed our grapes into the tanks, which really will enhance our style.
Well, Rolf, Heleen, it's always good to be up front and you know, be the front people here at Fort Berens, but it's a team. You've got a lot of people working with you.
Our partners have invested in Lillooet and with a long-term vision. Yeah. And we have a great winemaking team with Danny Hutting as our winemaker and Megan de Villiers as our vineyard manager.
So a lot of people turning out the wine. In the end, it's got to be a collaboration.
It has to be a collaboration, absolutely.
20 acres is a fairly large piece of vineyard to plant. You made some decisions, you selected some varieties. Tell us about the 6 that you put in. Well, how did you decide? What did you come up with?
We put a lot of effort in trying to figure out what varieties would do well in a climate like this. Yeah. So we got some advice from consultants in the Okanagan.
If I come back in 25 years and we're talking about these varieties, is there 1 or 2 that you might bet on, or you think that are going to be the story of Lillooet, or is it still too soon?
I'm definitely thinking that we will have found a few varieties that are going to shine really, really bright and narrow it down. And I think that's a trick in 25 years.
Yeah. Well, Rolf, it's a bit cloudy today. In fact, we've escaped the heat of Lillooet in some ways, but people will want to compare the Okanagan to Lillooet. Is it a fair comparison in terms of the climate?
Absolutely. Both the South Okanagan and Lillooet are desert climates. Lots of sunshine, lots of heat, and then at the same time these mountains retain some cool air up at the top, which comes down in the valley.
Yeah. So Heleen, vineyard important, but the winery location is just important, and I love the way it's set up here. It's so easy to get to.
Yeah, so we are right here at the intersection of Highway 12 and 99. Yeah. Highway 99, obviously, it's only 2 hours
to Whistler.
Very scenic drive to Whistler. Yeah. And then the other way, it's another 2 hours or so to Kamloops, and we're right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Yeah. Good planning. Head to the Caribou-Chilcotin coast for a couple of days for the wine, the food, and the great outdoors, and enjoy the wildlife and really experience the grandeur of the region.